Hello, I'm Darren the Magic Ghostbuster. Now, I'm not actually talking about Ghostbusters today, I'm talking about Star Wars. Now, if you've come across this video because of Star Wars, I call myself Magic Ghostbuster because I'm a professional magician and love Ghostbusters, if you can't tell by my surroundings. And most of my content is Ghostbusters related. So if you like Ghostbusters, please check it out, particularly my magic-themed Ghostbusters videos. If you don't like Ghostbusters, I advise not checking it out and just sticking to this video. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you do obviously like Ghostbusters, give me a subscribe as well. I'd really appreciate it. But in this video, I'm talking about my Ghostbusters. Not talking about my Ghostbusters collection. I'm talking about my Star Wars collection. So I'm so used to talking about Ghostbusters, it confuses me. But I've loved Star Wars since I was a kid. You know, I used to play with all the Kenner figures. I particularly loved the Micro Machines and the Action Fleet. They were probably my favourites, actually. I used to love those. And it's just always loved Star Wars, basically. I don't really collect it much now. I have a few things, which is what this video is about. But fun fact, I actually was a supporting artist in Star Wars Episode 9, A Rise of Skywalker. Now, I know that was not the best film in the saga, shall we say. But it was still amazing to be part of it. Just to be on set, you know, in the Star Destroyer set and all that. It was just so amazing, basically. Filmed stuff on the bridge, in corridors. There was one particular scene where I was standing to attention like this, and Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and General Pride, which was Richard E. Grant's character, walked past talking about trying to capture Rey. Unfortunately, that scene ended up on the cutting room floor. That would have been a really good scene, and you would have seen me really clearly. Unfortunately, in the final cut, this is the only scene I've actually seen myself in, which I'll show you now.
Reset the navigation signal. Minutes away, sir.
So that was me, that little blur in the background, and half my head is cut off. So that is me in Star Wars Episode 9. Hopefully some of the deleted scenes get released, or there's rumours of a new cut coming to Disney+. Can't see it happening, but you never know, so you never know. There might be more footage of me coming along. But one cool thing is, because I played a First Order Technician and a First Order Gunner, is they do Lego figures of those characters, which is really, really cool. Or is to me, because they're characters I played, so I've got those in front of my telly. That is the only Lego Star Wars stuff I actually own. Interesting thing about playing the First Order Gunner, now there was one scene where Kylo Ren, again another scene that was deleted, where Kylo Ren kills, I can't remember the alien's name. There's a scene where he puts the head on a table, and it's basically him killing that character. And you have to walk along, and I had to go up these steps, only about 3 steps, but the vision in those helmets is just, unless you look down, you can't see where you're going. You can basically see in front of you, there. You can't see anything below your eyes, so you had to try and time it perfectly, because you couldn't just look down like that, it looks silly. Yeah, that was a challenge, shall we say. But yeah, it was great to be part of, even though the film wasn't exactly what most of us hoped for. It was still great to be part of. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling on. Let's talk about my collection. So, this jacket is the first thing I want to talk about. This is by I think it's called pronounced Muster Brand or Muster Brand. I'm not really sure. It was called their Sith Lord jacket. I bought this at Star Wars Celebration, which was here in the UK in 2016, and I do have my pass here still. It's really cool with all the passes. So yeah, a really fun weekend that was. And I did get to meet Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, which I'll put pictures up at the end of this video. But yeah, really love this jacket, as this big hood. If I can put it up, it goes up like this, and just a little spin around just so you can see it all. I just really like it. It's obviously sort of modelled roughly on Kylo Ren's look, I guess. But anyway, let's take this off. I want to show you the next jacket I've got. Isn't actually an official one, but I really liked Han Solo's jacket in The Force Awakens, and I've just got this one off eBay. It's made of real leather, but obviously not official, and this is it. So it does have these Velcro bits on, so there are inaccuracies to it, but again, you know, it's not like a screen accurate jacket, but you know, it is based on his jacket. Has these pockets up here which are stuffed with cigar holders, just because they looked a bit weird being empty. But my favourite jacket, I'm going to show you now. I tried this on at the Star Wars Celebration because the company that makes the jackets for the film is called Matchless. Matchless used to make motorcycles many years ago, and now do clothes and stuff. And they made the jackets that we used in the film. They also make jackets that were moved in DC films, Marvel films, probably other films I'm not aware of. And they're just so expensive. I mean, the quality of it is amazing. I tried this on at Celebration. I can't remember the exact price. It was about £1,000, and that was on sale. So just to give you an idea of its full retail price. Obviously, this is a basically thin and posed jacket, except it's done in, I think, what they call antique black, which is really, I wouldn't call it black, I'd call it like a really dark brown, but that's just me. And I just love this jacket. I wasn't a fan of the one in the film, which was like a beigey, yellowy colour, but I just love this version. And to be honest, I would have bought this jacket had it not been Star Wars. I didn't buy it because it's Star Wars. And by the way, I did not pay £1,000 for it. Let's just mention that. So I tried it on at Star Wars Celebration, thought about it, and just like, no, I cannot spend this sort of money on a jacket. No, I've got other things to pay for. And then about 3 months later, I walked into TK Maxx. TK Maxx is like a discount seller over here in the UK. I don't know what other countries have it. I know America it's called TJ Maxx. Same company, just a slightly different name. And went upstairs to the men's section, and I got to the top stairs, and there it was, just on the end of the rail, staring at me. £250. Again, quite expensive for a jacket, but I mean, for this quality, I think it was a bargain. And I just couldn't say no. Straight on the credit card, didn't even think about it. It was the only one in my size. They did have a couple of the other version, the creamy coloured version of this. They were extra large, I think. So, I mean, if you shop in TK Maxx, you'll know that it's one of those shops where they only get 1 or 2 of items in normally, and you have to be lucky, really, to have your size. So, I was incredibly lucky. I love this jacket. I just love it. I can't say that. I can't say it enough. I love this jacket. But, yeah, I'm really happy with that. Anyway, let's look at some other stuff. So, like I said, I don't have a lot in my Star Wars collection, but here's a couple of things. This was made by Hasbro. It was like, I think they called it like a centerpiece collection or something. I know they did one of Luke as well on Hoth in his pilot outfit. But yeah, it's just a really nice model of Darth Vader coming through the blast door, which yeah, I just really like. It looks good on my shelf. And also, this was a present, which is a pop figure of Cassian Andor from Rogue One. And I'm really looking forward to his TV show, actually. I think there's a lot of potential for that if they do it wrong. Like some of the lines he said in Rogue One, like about things he's done in the past, I think that could be really interesting to explore. So looking forward to that. This is a bottle by a company called Original Stormtrooper, which I don't actually think are licensed by Disney or Lucasfilm. I think there's complications there. But very nice to keep vodka in. And this needs topping up quite urgently, I think. This is the Black Series Kylo Ren helmet. I made a couple of adjustments just so it fit better. The reason I got this is because I was basically putting together a Kylo Ren costume, and I'll put a picture up of some of my costumes at the end of the video, because I also have a Han Solo Empire Strikes Back one, Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker, which I'll show you. But this did have a voice changer in, which it was absolute rubbish. You couldn't believe how bad the voice changer was in this. So I think most people just took them out or don't use them. I didn't take mine out. I took part of the nose clip out just so it wasn't so uncomfortable on the nose. But I mean, it still worked if I put batteries in, but it's just pointless. And of course, because I was doing a Kylo Ren costume, I had to get the Black Series lightsaber, which is a really chunky and heavy lightsaber. This really nice detail. Then of course, if we turn it on, get all the sound effects and lights. I'll do like a little clip of this all in the dark at the end, just because lightsabers look better in the dark. So you get the crashing sounds. I know nowadays there's lots of companies that do different sabers that have much better electronics, because some of these Force FX lightsabers, the swinging and all that, the sounds just don't work very well. I also have, because I've got a Darth Vader costume as well, I have the Black Series of Darth Vader lightsaber, and again, really nice detail there. And The swinging just doesn't sound very smooth on these. It doesn't always activate when you smash it either. But again, I think they just look great, generally, especially in the dark. Now, my third lightsaber is my favourite, because I was putting together an Anakin Skywalker costume. Funnily enough, I always struggled to get a wig for that costume. Back then, I had short hair, so I've not actually worn it since my hair's been long. I might have to do that again and see if I can style it more to Anakin's look. But this is the Anakin Skywalker Force FX Lightsaber. Now, this came out before they started calling them the Black Series lightsabers, and they were just so much better before the Black Series ones come along. One of the things that I really like about it is you can unscrew this bit, and let's pull that out. There we go. And then removable blade. You can hang this from your belt. And I don't know why that's a feature they got rid of in the Black Series. Now, I haven't kept up with the more modern releases, so I don't know if that's something they're going to add back into it. Also, the display stands for the Black Series are really nice, but the newer ones come with this weird curve thing that was really hard to balance them on. Absolute rubbish. Whereas this come with a nice stand that held it on. You could hang it on the wall, on a table, whatever you wanted. And it's just so much better. And it's a bit dirty. This does need a clean, and that's the one thing about this one particularly. But if we turn it on, and it does seem to. I mean, it still has. It doesn't still sound as smooth as some of the newer, saber companies out there when you're swinging it. But it definitely seems better for activating when they clash. And I mean, back when I bought this, they were going for a fortune on eBay. I think about £500. And I bought this. It must have been about 2015. I think might be slightly off with my year, but that's what they were going for. And I walked into Forbidden Planet in London, which, if you've been there, you'll know is not known as the cheapest shop in the world. And they hadn't been available for years, and they just had one mixed in with all the Black Series lightsabers for £150. And I couldn't believe it, and especially my luck, considering I was putting an Anakin's costume together at the time. And yes, it was one of those things: credit card, buy, don't even ask questions. And I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, I've been quite lucky with some of my Star Wars finds, I must admit. But anyway, let's just turn a couple of these on just to clash them together. There we go. So let's just share these in the dark. First up, we have Kylo Ren. Next up, we have Darth Vader. And finally, we have Anakin Skywalker. Okay, so one last thing to show you is this Darth Vader hand holding his lightsaber that's coming out of the wall. And I quite like this. I always thought the Force FX lightsabers should have come with a volume control so you could just display them with a light on, rather because I think that hum would have got annoying if you had kept them on forever. But let's just move the light away and just see it. The light does fade off as you get to the end, but it's pretty cool. And these were cheap. I paid about £10 for this. I think the retail on them was about £40 when they first come out, but as I said, I got mine cheap. And that is a look at my Star Wars collection. I'm going to flash up some videos now of my costumes and my meet and greet pictures to finish the video out. But I just want to say thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember, if you do like Ghostbusters, check out my other content, as it is all Ghostbusters related, especially my Ghostbusters magic videos if you like Ghostbusters and magic. And of course, if you do like that stuff, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. But again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video. Until then, may the Force be with you.